So in Star Trek 2009, we see Spock enter a turbolift in the shuttle bay, and a mere 3.5 seconds later, he's on the bridge. The shot leaves a big impression, but quickly raises some even bigger questions. Like, how fast is that thing going? Aren't turbolifts notoriously slow? What happened to having minutes-long conversations when traveling between two decks? Well, I'm sure that we could imagine that different turbolifts have different speeds. Express turbolifts might not have as many turns or have to wait for other cars in the tube, and really we can pretty realistically draw a straight line from here to the bridge. So all that leaves is speed. So to figure out speed, we need to know the scale of the Enterprise, and that's actually a contentious issue, even if you accept that the thing is indeed massive compared to the original. In fact, I found at least 9 different measurements ranging from 1,200 meters to 294 meters. I decided to average these together, and I found an average scale of 790 meters. That means that this hypothetical turbolift shaft is just over 250 meters long. The average speed of Spock's turbolift is consequently over 71 meters per second, or 256 kilometers per hour. That's some 159 miles per hour, which honestly isn't incredibly fast. That's slower than your average NASCAR race, but that's an average. And we only have 3.5 seconds to reach our destination, which means that with acceleration and deceleration, the top speed of the turbolift is actually significantly higher, and the rate of acceleration would be crazy. Now, inertial dampers are a thing in Star Trek, so we can accept that a turbolift equipped with this technology would be able to accelerate and decelerate pretty violently without phasing its occupants. So let's generously assume that the turbolift spends exactly half the time accelerating and half the time decelerating. That reflects what is known as a triangular move profile, where the time is split in half, and the midpoint represents the max velocity, with a rising line representing acceleration and a falling line representing deceleration. Now, super conveniently, the math works out so that the max velocity in a profile like this is actually twice the average, which we already have. That means that after accelerating for 1.75 seconds, the turbolift maxes out at 142 meters per second, which is 511 kilometers per hour and 317 miles per hour. And the rate of acceleration, which is found by dividing the maximum velocity by the acceleration time, is 81 meters per second squared. For comparison, that's a solid 2.8 times more than the acceleration of a space shuttle launch. Thank goodness for inertial dampers. So yeah, this turbolift ride is pretty intense, but it's not utterly unbelievable. When it comes to Star Trek, we don't know what sort of propulsion method is used for the turbolifts or how much acceleration is too much acceleration, but it's not so insane that we have to fall back on something like using transporters to beam the turbolift car. 317 miles per hour pretty safely falls into the believable margins of Star Trek, at least for me. But what do you think? Was this shot cool, or was it stupid? And do you have any other thoughts about its speed, its acceleration, and its path through the ship? Let me know. I love doing analysis videos like this, so if you like this sort of thing and you want to see more, let me know that too. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.